is we are doing our 5-day challenge, and I had just posted this question here on my YouTube channel on what my subscribers wanted me to talk about, and I had listed at least 5 topics, including foundation, RC slab, and from the comments, the first comment that I got was from that he wanted to learn about steel frame. So this is what we want to take as our 5-day challenge, to just do things to do with steel portal frame in a comprehensive manner. So let's just take you through on how we have just organized this work. This is what is needed to just learn the steel frame. These are the objectives, and our objectives here is that you have to understand how to create grids and the stories, and then we do the modeling of all the structural members. Thereafter, we just understand how to apply cladding, loading, and materials. So I'll be doing all these in different sections or in different parts. So I'm requesting that if you are new here and you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe so that you can always get insights of structural designs and civil engineering designs. So having said that, let's just get started. So our first, actually this is the model that you're going to model. As you can see here on the screen, these are part foundation, these are the braces, we have some cladding on top here, we have some purlins and all those. So without wasting much time, let's now start our day one. Once you open your ProtaStructure, the first thing that you do, you simply come here, create new project. Under create new project, just give it your preferred name. Okay, you can just change one to 3 and then give it choose your desired code. Like now I'll just choose UK BS code, just click OK, and then once to open, give it time to load, just say yes. So here is our software ready to start. Here is our grid. So what we are going to do, we are going to define our grid. So to define your grid, just come to orthogonal, just come to modeling, and the modeling, just choose orthogonal grids. Then just click one of these closest box here, just click there. Then this one will open up. Let's just define this one as 5. I want to define here as 5, and then I change this my axis along direction 1. That's along the x-axis. I change this one to 6, and then I will now change this one to 7,000, and I will give this one 2. Then click OK. Yes, so we have our grids ready set, and remember that this is what you are using. These are the data that you want to design with, if you just like to have a look. So you want to design a portal frame of 30 meters by 14 meters, and these are the heights of story 2 giving at 45, story 1 given at 600, and foundation depth will be 1,500. So having this in mind, we can now go and do project setup, and we insert these parameters into our software. Let's just go back. Now you simply come to building setup. Under building setup, you have your stories, and the stories you just come to insert stories. We have basically 2 stories. Just write 2 and click OK. Then click OK. Yes. Now you can see under your structure project here, we have the story ground story, that's story 0, story 1, and story 3. Now we have to go and define these heights properly into our software. So to go and key in these parameters, let's go back to the software. You go to building setup, come back to stories. Under stories, you just come and choose edit story, whereby you will be prompted by this dialog box. Remember that our story 1, we just said it is going to be 600. Yes, 600 millimeters. And then story 2, we are going to have 4,500. And then story, remember this is the reinforced concrete part. If you can just see this story 1, I'm referring to this part here. I'm just referring to these concrete pads, or these RC columns here, before we come to the mega steel structure. So this is what we are referring as story 1. So to do that, you simply define its members. Let's just go back to our structure. I believe this is just best for the beginner, as I'll be showing key steps and try to explain as possible. as keen as possible that we actually understand this. Then under here, structural system. Now the first one is going to be RC, and then the second one, change it to steel. Yes, change this one to steel. Once you are done, just come here and set your foundation as 1,500. Now you have set your parameters, simply click OK. So that's our part one. If our next part now will be modeling our columns, because in our previous lesson we learned how to add grids and how to set our stories. Now we want to focus on how to add our beams. Remember, this is the model that we have, and here we'll be having two type of beams. We'll be having two type of columns. Sorry, we'll be having this column here, which is the reinforced concrete column, and then we'll also be having this steel beam. So to do that, let's go back to our software. These are what we have here. So you simply come to modeling, and on modeling you just come and choose columns, and make sure that you are first in your story one, because on story one that's why you have your concrete columns. So you simply come to this left box and define your column member size, which is 400. I want it to be 400 by 400. Click update. Once you click update, you just come and select your grid here. But you can see that it didn't update our members. So what we'll do, we'll simply come and select our column here, open properties, and just re-edit, change the breadth to 400 the way you wish, and this one also to 400. Then click update. Once you update, you can see now have a column of our preference, that's 400 by 400. So you can just come to properties so that you can activate that column command, and then you can simply come and insert your columns one by one, or you can just highlight these parts and you have your column like this. So simply highlight all this and you have your column. So as you can see here, we already have our columns. So the next thing that you want to do is now to insert the steel column. To insert the steel column, you just come to modeling. Under modeling, there is this column, steel column, under which you just come here and define your section. So you just click here, and this one I want to use just the universal column, and you want to use a column of 203 by 203, and you also want to use this 100. So having shown you that, you simply click OK. Once you click OK, you also click OK. You don't have much property. Maybe you want to rotate the column, you can simply rotate it, but it just wants to be the way it is, like that. And then just click OK. And now you ensure that you go to level 2. So you have to go to level 2. Just click here. Just click so that we move to level 2. Yes, we are in level 2, and now once we are in level 2, we can simply come back to our column here and confirm that what we intend to use is the right column. Yes, click OK, update, and now you can actually come and insert your columns like this, or if you so wish, you can as well do adjust a column like this. You can see our column there in 3D, they are just appearing. So we have all our columns here, you can see. So that's what we have in 3D, you can see. So having shown you that, let's now proceed to the next session where we'll be going to add our beams. Thank you.